the Menendez brothers, a name that for more than 3 decades has echoed through American true crime history. Their case has been dissected in books, documentaries, TV specials, and podcasts. But now, in 2025, their story has taken another dramatic turn. After years of appeals, media attention, and legal battles, both Erik and Lyle Menendez have once again been denied parole, despite a recent ruling that gave them a new glimmer of hope. On August 21st, Erik Menendez sat before the California Board of Parole hearings. It was a chance many thought he might seize after years of good behavior and a lifetime behind bars since that fateful night in 1989. But after hours of emotional testimony and legal arguments, the board decided he would not be walking free. One day later, his older brother Lyle Menendez faced the same board and received the exact same fate: denied. The brothers will now have to wait another 3 years before they can even attempt another bid for parole. For those who may not know, Erik and Lyle Menendez were convicted of one of the most infamous crimes of the late 20th century: the brutal murder of their parents, José and Kitty Menendez, inside their Beverly Hills mansion in 1989. The case shocked America, not only because of the crime itself, but because of the trial that followed. Their defense centered around claims of years of emotional, physical, and even sexual abuse at the hands of their father. Some sympathized with the brothers, seeing them as victims lashing out against a life of torment. Others saw them as cold-blooded killers, motivated by greed and a desire to inherit their wealthy father's fortune. The jury's verdict sealed their fate: life in prison without the possibility of parole. But in May 2025, a Los Angeles County judge resentenced the brothers, reducing their punishment to 50 years to life with the possibility of parole. For the first time in over 30 years, the Menendez brothers had a legal pathway to freedom. So why did the board deny it? Commissioner Robert Barton, who oversaw Erik's hearing, made it clear. "I believe in redemption, or I wouldn't be doing this job," he said. "But based on the legal standards, we find that you continue to pose an unreasonable risk to public safety." The board pointed to Erik's troubled past, including burglaries he participated in at just 17 years old, and his behavior during his early years in prison, fights, inappropriate contact with visitors, and even involvement in drug smuggling. To the board, these weren't just youthful mistakes, they were signs of risk. Barton gave Erik a choice. He could feel sorry for himself, or he could take the feedback seriously and work to prove he had truly changed. Erik, for his part, gave a rare and revealing glimpse into his mindset. He admitted that he was not raised with what most would consider a normal moral foundation. "I was raised to lie, to cheat, to steal," he told the board. "The idea that there is a right and wrong that I do not cross because it's a moral bound was not instilled in me as a teenager." His words were striking, raw, and perhaps for the board, not reassuring enough to grant him freedom. The very next day, Lyle Menendez faced his own hearing. Unlike Erik, Lyle's testimony leaned heavily on remorse and accountability. He didn't hide from the truth. "I killed my mum and dad. I make no excuses. I take full responsibility," he said. His voice carried the weight of 35 years behind bars. "I am deeply ashamed of who I was. I was scared, but I was also filled with rage." He spoke about the vow he made in prison never to use violence again to solve a problem. It was a vow he claims to have honored for more than 3 decades. But for the parole board, it wasn't enough. Despite his emotional statements and decades of incarceration, Lyle too was denied parole. Like his brother, he must now wait 3 years before another chance. This latest chapter in the Menendez saga reopens a familiar debate. Were Erik and Lyle truly victims who snapped under unbearable abuse, or were they calculating killers who believed they could get away with murder? Over the years, documentaries like Law and Order True Crime and Netflix's Menendez plus Menudo reignited the controversy, painting conflicting pictures of the brothers. And even today, public opinion remains deeply divided. What's undeniable is that the Menendez brothers' story is far from over. Each parole hearing reopens wounds from the past, forcing us to revisit one of the darkest nights in Beverly Hills history. And for Erik and Lyle, the clock continues to tick. 3 more years inside, 3 more years to reflect, and 3 more years to prepare for the next chance to convince the world and the board that they deserve another shot at life on the outside. Do you believe the Menendez brothers should be granted parole? Or do you think justice was served in keeping them behind bars? Let us know your thoughts. Do you believe the Menendez brothers should be granted parole? Or do you think justice was served in keeping them behind bars? Let us know your thoughts, and if you found this deep dive into the Menendez brothers' latest parole drama compelling, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another story. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep questioning.